Kiryu-san. Kiryu-san.
Oh. We're back in Japan already?
Yep, you were out like a light. Almost thought I'd let you keep snoozing.
Thanks for the wake-up call.
Yeah, sure thing. Anyway, I just got an update from Ichiban. He said they nearly cornered the Sage of Palikana, but he ended up slipping away. And on top of that, Akane and Lonnie are still missing. Anything changes, he'll let us know right away.
Sounds good.
But as far as Hawaii goes, we're leaving that for him and the gang. Right now, you're seeing a doctor. Otherwise, you and I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I know.
Nanba-san?
Doctor, how's our guy holding up?
I'm sorry to say, but he's only getting worse. He seems to be aware of that himself. Honestly, I'm surprised he made it here on foot and not in an ambulance. The cancer's taken quite a toll on his body. He must have a will of iron to have pushed himself this far.
Is there really no hope for him left?
To improve his chances, I recommend giving him round-the-clock care as soon as possible. Or at the very least, some bed rest. Recuperating at home is another option.
Yeah, right. But knowing him...
Yes, he made it very clear he wasn't interested in any of that. And it is up to the patient to decide. All I can do as a physician is offer advice. Now, I imagine you've already done this, but if you could encourage him to start taking care of himself. Coming from a friend, his mind might change down the road.
Yeah, that's what you'd think.
This might not be my place to say, but he acts as though he's given up on recovery. It's almost like he's rushing to his death. I'm afraid there's no other way to put it. I'm sure it's frustrating watching him do that to himself. He's got a strong mind, a stout heart, and what was once impeccable physique. But he's also as stubborn as a mule.
Yeah, tell me about it. Here, make yourself at home. Ichiban won't mind. Ugh, sorry it's such a pigsty. I'll find you a better place to hole up eventually.
No, I'd honestly rather stay put. Less eyes on me here than some hotel. After all, I'm not even supposed to exist out there.
Right, there's that. Hanawa-san actually told me a couple things. Like how I should call you Taichi Suzuki in public.
That's my name whenever shit hits the fan. Sorry if it's throwing you off.
No, I wouldn't say that. There is one thing though.
What?
The doc was telling me earlier how you're not open to any treatment. Are you sure that's what you want? With all the recent advances in medicine, I'm sure you don't have much to lose by trying something. I can even ask around about options, things that are proven to help with cancer.
Drop it. I've already heard enough. The Daidoji faction researched my condition to hell and back and found nothing. And besides, it's not like I haven't tried anything. I was thinking I could hold myself together, at least until Akane and the girl were safe. But right in the thick of it, my body gave up on me. Guess I was a fool to hope.
Kiryu-san. Mind if I come in?
Go ahead.
You know, I was hoping you would rest, not work yourself to the bone. I'm serious here. Why else would you come all the way back to Japan?
I just thought it wouldn't kill me to lend some support from the sidelines. Now, I've been looking into Palikana. Sure you can guess how that's going.
The internet's a dumpster fire, ain't it? But hey, I'm sure Achan will figure something out. Look, I'm all for supporting the team, Kiryu-san, but sometimes that means knowing when to take the bench.
Don't waste your breath, Namba. It's impossible to talk him out of anything.
Nanba, is this your doing?
Yeah, I happen to bring some company. Oh, but don't worry. She's a face you can trust.
The moment you turn your back on him, that laptop's gonna be wide open. Even if all he does is type in circles.
You brought Komi Jewel's leader?
Yeah, why not? Sunhee's an old friend. And apparently the Queen of Ijincho. She runs the Liumang now, too.
In other words, we're all outcasts here. And don't flatter yourself. You're not the only one I know who's dead on paper. So relax. I'm sure the Daidoji people won't give you too much grief about me.
Why are you here?
Just thought I'd save a dying man the trouble of paying me a visit. Besides, in our world, you're pretty much the top of the food chain. And in that sense, the privilege is all mine. Surely that's reason enough.
Hey, it's not like I ratted you out to her. She just caught wind of you first. Like a spider to the fly.
I remember. Nothing happens in this town without the Komi Jewel knowing it first, huh?
Mind if I take a seat? I brought some of the best Korean medicine money can buy.
Okay, but as a former nurse, I can't exactly sign off on that for him.
Well, it's not every day a dragon comes to town. And what better way to pay my respects? That doesn't surprise me. Kasuga's gonna be Kasuga no matter where he goes. I wonder how he draws so many people to his side. Is it that heroic charm of his?
Heroic charm? You may be onto something.
Yeah. He does have this certain effect on you. The more you're around him, the more you can't help but help him. Silly as it sounds, he might just be a real hero.
Just don't tell him you said that. He'll be over the moon for weeks.
What? I have something on my face?
Kiryu-san, let me ask you. What's your all-time favorite food?
Why food all of a sudden?
I'll put it another way. If you were about to die, what would you want to eat right before? Let's call it your last supper.
Sunhee, what is with you right now? Is that really the way to ask?
It doesn't bother me. But now that you mention it, what would be a good last meal?
You see there? Nobody takes that long just to think up their favorite food.
What's your point?
I'm saying your complete lack of an answer only shows how little time you've spent on yourself. You've always lived your life for someone else. You even spent a decade in prison so your sworn brother wouldn't have to.
Really? He did that?
The crime he took the fall for was patricide. After you got out, you ended up losing Yumi Sawamura, so you took her daughter Haruka under your wing. And now, here you are faking your own death, all to protect your loved ones. But with the real thing on the horizon, why not use these precious last days for yourself?
You do have a point there, Sunhee. And I agree. The thing is, I can't help but wonder.
Yeah. Why do you care so much about me anyway?
There are a lot like you in the Komi Jewel. See, we once served the Jingon Mafia, who had absolute authority over our lives. But even with them long gone, their oppression still lingers in many of our hearts. I've seen too many of us waste away in fear and regret until there's nothing left. It kills me every time.
Well, I don't remember asking for your guidance.
True. But while you're in my town, you're on my turf. And if I let the Dragon of Dojima die full of regrets, I'd never stop kicking myself in the ass.
You've really got away with words. Do I look like I'm that close to death's door?
Come on. I wouldn't say that. But from here on out, it really wouldn't hurt to focus on some self-care. At least, I think that's what Sunhee's getting at.
Yeah, more or less.
Focus on self-care, huh? Easier said than done. What would you guys do in my shoes?
Huh? What would I do?
Yeah, let's hear it. Don't tell me you can't come up with something on the spot.
I can. Now, let's see. Actually, I'd probably go unwind at the batting center. Hitting the ball's a bit like therapy, especially after Jungi gives me sass.
I don't know. I'd rather not put Kiryu-san through anything strenuous. Right now, the man needs rest more than anything.
Oh, for crying out loud. I'm not gonna collapse from batting.
Good. Then let's go score a few home runs.
Now?
Come on, it's now or never. Besides, the night is young and there's plenty to do. Kicking things off with baseball sounds like the start of a good send-off to me.
You're really serious?
Hey, count me in. I think Sunny's got the right idea. A night on the town will be good for you. Not like you were gonna lie down anyway, right?
All right, you got me. But there's still some drink left, you know.
Don't tell me the legendary dragon's concerned over a few drops of alcohol. Okay, from now on, if you're ever thirsty, I'll be the one to pour. When you've been in the business as long as I have, it's nice to finally share a glass on equal terms. And be honest here, would you rather get tipsy with me or Nanba?
Well, when you put it that way.
Oh, now you're just fighting dirty.
No matter what you boys say, I'm coming with. My town, my rules, and don't forget it.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are back with Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. So, this section here really explains the box art for this game, with Kiryu being such a front and center, almost sharing billing with Ichiban. This explains why, because essentially he's supposed to be a dual protagonist. I think it's a little weird that they waited 8 chapters into the game until we actually get to play as Kiryu in Japan. But I think some of the stuff that we're going to see them do is actually kind of cool.
Good evening, folks. Can we ask you guys something?
And again, as I said, or as I, put the text across the screen when Sonny was, is that how her name's pronounced? Whatever. When she was talking about Kiryu's past. What was all that stuff with Kiryu? Was all that stuff public knowledge?
And in
like, how much of that did
they're embarrassing me in front of my guest.
like what went down with Haruka and everything from during Yakuza 1? Like, I thought a lot of that was kind of like behind the scenes.
Yo, we don't have a fucking day.
Nah, I guess there was a massive war that kind of happened during.
Screw it. Let's just skip
Yeah,
to the
whatever.
finals.
Again, I'm just saying. I feel like some of that stuff she shouldn't know as well as she seemed to know, but.
Kiryu-san, we'll handle it from here.
God damn it, I love her. I love the punk kind of chick aesthetic. I'm usually not into the dyed like the wacky dyed hair, but it kind of does something for me with her. The mini skirt, the heels,
Right, and didn't
the
I just
tough girl
say, you're in my town,
attitude.
which makes
It
you my honored
just
guest.
I love her.
And it's a host's responsibility to clean things up.
You guys.
On that note, it's time to take out the trash. Get ready for some middle-aged whoop-ass.
Damn it, that should have been the name of the video.
Show me what you got.
What are they?
Kiryu-san, what's wrong? Feeling woozy all of a sudden?
No, it's not that. I just don't know what I'm seeing.
Huh?
This explains how Kiryu is now
This
seeing the
must be what Kasuga
Sujimon.
was saying, about how his enemies would turn into monsters.
Hold up. So now it's not just Ichiban hallucinating?
You boys can talk nonsense some other time. We're in a fight here.
Listen, I appreciate your concern, both of you. But letting others fight my battles has never been my thing. So I can't just sit back on the sidelines. Besides, I could use a warm-up for the cages.
Fine. Just try not to overdo it, okay?
It's my turn.
So, her skills are very...
Follow my
They're
lead.
kind of reminiscent of the white-haired dude in Yakuza 7. She's very much, you know, she does bladed regular attacks, does her skills, spells, whatever you want to call them, are slashing and shooting. Attack my pretties.
Let's do it.
I'll take you on.
In for the kill! Oh, yeah!
I won't hold back.
Now we're talking.
Something wrong?
What an eyesore. It's my turn.
Follow my lead. Hardly a fair
Did you
fight.
really think you'd win?
You doing all right, Kiryu-san?
Yeah, thanks. Glad you guys were with me.
No. If anything, it's the other way around.
I mean it though. Really. If it wasn't for you two, I never would have seen through Kasuga's eyes.
Oh?
When he first told me about it, I didn't believe him. But having allies at your side changes how you view the world. It really does make you feel like a hero.
Kiryu-san? What the heck? So the battle visions are limited to you and Ichiban? Guess that's something special then, huh?
What, you'd rather be hallucinating monsters too?
Yes.
Maybe not so much. Well, in any case, I believe we were on a mission.
Right.
Due to Kasuga's influence. Okay, so talking about the workshop that they had in the first game. And if you're going to ask, well, AJ, how does this work with the workshop that they have in this game? You'll see.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
So there is a shitload of those little conversations to have with your companions. We'll do a couple in this video, but for the most part, they are going to be... I'm going to cut them out and put them into the extra videos or whatever. So there's going to be some edits in this. Part of why this video is taking so long to get up today was because I was splitting things up. So apparently we get to run around Ijincho, but we also get to go back to Kamurocho. So that is also in this game. This explains why there wasn't any of these conversations with Nanba while you were in
Curry.
Hawaii.
That sense irresistible.
You said it. I'll eat curry even if I'm not hungry. I actually really like preparing it too. If you make a bunch and let it sit for a week, it enhances the taste.
Wait, hold on. A week? Wouldn't it go rancid?
You'll either end up with a rich, deep flavor, or food poisoning. The ultimate gamble, the forbidden cuisine.
Some stakes are too high to gamble with. All right.
So yeah, so that explains why the bonds thing wasn't showing up for him in Hawaii, but Adachi's was. I still think that it was a little weird that you waited 8 chapters to drop this section here that they introduced both Adachi. I understand why they just introduced the section when we get here, get to this point in the story, because you know we meet Kiryu in Hawaii while he's dealing with everything going on with him. Eventually his health becomes too much of a problem after all this work we've done, and now he has to go back to I cannot name places. He has to go back to Japan. It makes sense that Nanba's with him because he's the nurse. It's weird how they seem like best buds right now, but okay, whatever. It doesn't really bother me so much seeing that, you know, they met Kiryu in Yakuza 7. Sorry, I know I'm kind of I'm talking over this, but essentially this is just the in-game explanation for why we have the same workshop here in Japan that we do in Hawaii. But also the fact that there's going to be the Hawaii sections and the Japan sections. This is a lot like Yakuza 0, where you were swapping back and forth between Kiryu's perspective and Majima's perspective. It explains why they shared the box art, like the front spot on the box art, why there were so many party member characters, is because there's going to be 2 smaller parties instead of 1 massive party. So, but yeah, it's just, I would have liked to see this stuff. I would have liked to see this stuff be in the... I'm trying to think how to phrase this. I wish that this would have been introduced earlier, that Nanba and Adachi would have been introduced earlier, but we had to take our time with Tomi and Chichan and all of that, and Yakuza loves to slow play its narratives. So, I mean, it's been 8 chapters and we're now just getting into this section, but again, it kind of makes sense for a Yakuza game, so, It's one of those that it's not. I would have preferred the pacing to be a little different, but all the decisions that were made, I understand. Oh, and I just remembered. I think I saw something. Is this Yakuza Hawaii like a pirate or something stupid like that? It looks like it's going to be a Majima game. He's wearing a pirate hat. I did those talks again for the extra video. But yeah, like Majima's in a pirate hat and all this stuff. I'm like, is this a standalone game? Which apparently it is. I was like, this has got to be DLC. No, it looks like it looks like it's going to be the next Yakuza game. Is going to be Majima as a pirate. Fantastic. And again, they're explaining why the Aloha Happy is also here, so.
So, on the morning news, they had this segment on divination. According to that, my lucky color is pink today.
Huh. Wouldn't have guessed you were into that sort of thing.
I mean, I don't go out of my way to follow that stuff. But once it grabs my attention, I get a little curious.
I can relate to that.
Although, I don't have anything pink on today. Not even a single accessory. Guess that means I'm all out of luck.
If you look in the mirror, I think you'll realize just how lucky you are. What about the color of your hair?
Oh, right.
Things are going well.
Yeah, I just included this one so there wasn't just like a weird cut while I'm coming over here to check the room.
Let's give this a try.
Just find something presentable.
An important decision.
Let's just take a moment to look at her in the Kunoichi outfit.
Think I'll enjoy this. Let's do it.
I won't hold back.
Wanna play, do we?
Time to put you down.
I love how there's a drunk guy with wearing a pot on his head and a trash can lid shield, and Kiryu pulls off some kung fu shit and he's still standing up. Like, come on.
It's my turn. What an eyesore.
Follow my lead.
No begging for mercy now.
Let's do it.
Learning more every day.
She's got to stop doing things like that. Stepping on that guy, there's something.
There's more where
It's
this
doing
came
something
from.
for me, and I don't like it.
And that's the end of it.
I'm getting hungry.
Okay, so with this one, as far as I can tell, we don't have any tours or anything just yet. We just have the Aloha Happy booth. And we just unlock a lot of the jobs from the first game.
How are you meant to choose?
Whatever works.
So as you can
Now,
see,
what
we got
about
stuff
this
like
with
the
those shoes?
Bracer, the Night Queen, the Idol.
Let's give
So
this
a
try.
lot of the classes that we had from the first game, and we got to go Kiryu with the bucket hat.
Maybe this is right. Maybe it's time I change styles.
All right. Time to watch me try and mildly flex and get my ass handed to me. Like, we're not gonna do beginner. Let's do intermediate. Let's show off. Like, yeah, I can just go into this cold and.
All right, here goes.
I was feeling all ready for it, and
Fine.
I overthought it. I missed the first fastball.
Shit.
And whoop. By this point, I'm like, okay, come on. One. We need one.
Shit. Shit.
I was expecting it to break in. This one's gonna break in. Boom, I got one.
Yeah.
I should have known that one was gonna break in. And this one I knew was gonna be the hard slider.
Yeah.
We got two.
Mighty fine swing you got there, Kiryu-san. Real nice batting. How you holding up so far?
I'm good. Refreshed, actually. Feels like a lot of that stress is gone. You were right, Sun-Hee. Maybe this was all I needed.
You're kidding, right? No way you're satisfied with just that. Besides, we're only on our first stop here.
Right. What's more, you're actually looking healthier by the minute. Whatever the reason is, it's great to see.
So,
Ju-
what's next on our
Just wait till
agenda?
Nanba says what he suggests next. Hey,
Why don't we grab a
you're
bite
looking
first and then
extremely
think about
healthy now.
Yeah, good idea.
How about-
What are you in the mood for?
Well, we could always eat and do karaoke. Rumor says the Dragon of Dojima is also a master of the mic.
How do you know that?
But I guess seeing is believing in the end.
Now I wonder where you heard that. It's been ages since I've had a real audience. Anyway, if seeing is believing, maybe I should show you how it's done.
I would love that.
What's up?
Kiryu-san,
There we
Never
go.
thought
There
of
it is. It took longer than I thought it would, but there you go. Hey, you're seeming healthier. Want to write a list of
well,
things to do
the
before
way
you
things are right
die?
now, I think you might want to consider it. I mean, you could be spending your final hours writing down your thoughts or divvying up your stuff. That's not the point.
All right. And what are you getting at? I need to take things more seriously?
The opposite, actually. I think it'd be best to leave things on the happiest note possible. And to do that, a memo of how to use your time wisely might help.
Sounds nice enough, but wouldn't a will be more useful in the end?
No, that's the beauty of the whole thing. Unlike a bucket list, when you're writing a will, the reason you buckle down and do it is to tie up any loose ends before you go.
Yeah, and be
Right, I
responsible
get
so
that.
you can pass on your
But with a
assets and
bucket
whatnot.
list, the focus
A
is on
bucket
the
list
present.
is
What am I doing
essentially
now? Not
something
what
that I
have
would say
to
you do after.
That's what makes a bucket list so different. As you think back over the years, a lot of things will pop into your head. Missed opportunities, forgotten plans, hidden desires. So you make a list of what you want to do. And then you put yourself out there and do it.
I think I get the picture. It's like putting your heart's desires on paper to help you reach catharsis.
That's exactly what it is. Now, Kiryu-san, I think you ought to take Sunny's advice. You really should be spending more time on yourself. Especially if you don't know how long you've got left. If you don't want to go through any treatment, I respect that. It's your body, you do what you want with it. But if you don't want to spend your last days in abject misery, I suggest you start making a better environment for yourself.
Nanba?
You look so much more alive right now. And all it took was working up a good sweat. You might not want to hear this, but you don't have to hold yourself back. I'm sure there's a ton of things you'd rather be doing. Fun things. To put those thoughts into words and then into action, it's never a waste of time. In fact, I think it's the best way to help you reach your best condition. Heck, as a former nurse, I guarantee it.
All right. Maybe that is what's best. And with how you put it, the bucket list doesn't sound so bad. Just make sure you help me see it through, since you're the one roping me into it.
Oh, you bet I will. And how about we get started?
That's about all I can think of for now.
Good. You got quite
She's
a bit
got to
on
put some socks on or something,
Let's
because
see. Sing my heart out at karaoke.
I'm-
Right on, right on.
I'm not feeling.
Drink all the best
Yeah.
alcohol.
Yeah, something about feet. I don't know.
I'm gonna say you probably shouldn't do that. Stuffed myself with Tamako at Sushi Gin. Oh, a tough guy like you loves egg, huh?
I know
So
it might seem crazy coming from me, but for once I want to eat what I want, without looking over my shoulder.
you're technically
Well,
a spy
that's
or work for a spy
what it's about.
agency. Looking over
Things
your
you
shoulder
always
comes
wished
with the
you'd done
territory, buddy.
different, or never got to try in the first place. Everything and anything that comes to mind, now's your chance to do it. Let's see what else you got here. Try out what's popular with the kids, starting with sweets.
I thought you said whatever comes to mind.
Sorry, it's just that last bit caught me a little off guard.
Yeah, I shouldn't be laughing. I really wasn't trying to make fun of you. In fact, that kind of got my heart pumping.
You sure about that?
Listen, this really is good, though. I knew it'd be worth a shot. Let's say we get more people, add to the fun. Oh, and I know just the gal we need.
Yeah?
Kiryu-san, how would you like to visit a cabaret club? I didn't see that anywhere on your list. You not like them or something?
There's a lot you don't know about me. I was just about to write that down.
Then it's settled. Hey, Sonny, you okay to go?
You do know women look at other women too. I'd be there in a heartbeat.
All right, then let's get over there.
Okay, so awakening, soul, technique, body. It's just a simpler version of Ichiban's kind of like personality traits, elements, whatever the hell they're called. But they're connected to his individual fighting style, so it kind of works. It's kind of cool. There's going to be a crap load of these just popping up now because I've already just done a whole bunch of side stuff in this game. So this is all the just kind of the generic stuff. Now oh wait, no, never mind. This is it'll show what each level gets you. Come on, I'm healing up a little. Everyone, get out of my way, son. How many times do I have to say, put your shoes on? She does something for me, man.
Okay.
Okay, now these, I actually kind of like these. These are pretty fun. Come on. Well, I mean, I think it'll be like extra video 9, but I've got the damn things. I've already got like an hour and a half done. Like the first hour is all the resort stuff, and this one in the second like half hour is just all running around like checking these things out and talking to our friends. Yeah, does anybody remember when Kiryu also managed Hostess Club? That was Yakuza 2.
That takes me back.
And not just Kiwami 2. That was in Yakuza 2. That was in the original sequel. I got a copy of that game somewhere here in my office. I think I got it back when... Oh, geez, when was it? I think I got it back when... Like a video store around me was closing, and they just had some of their cheaper video games, so I picked that up. I think I misread the cover, and I thought it was the original Yakuza, and ended up getting the sequel. I remember this moment when he was talking to Haruka about what a soap land is, and just not knowing how to answer. That was great.
Ah, that takes me back.
There you go.
Bring it on.
Yeah, dance, Kiryu, dance.
You want some? Let's do it.
Let's do it. No begging for mercy now. Watch this. Hope this hurts.
I won't hold back.
Excuse me.
Wanna play, do we? It's my turn. Out of sight.
She just kicks him into that non-existing wall.
Doing better than I thought.
Good evening. Party of three?
Yeah.
Anyone you're here to see?
Sachan, I mean, Saiko-san, please.
Right away, sir.
I still think this is
My apologies.
bullshit that she is not
You have guests today.
hanging out with Ichiban.
All right, folks.
Like, she
That's
has
my
to
cue.
somewhere in this game. And I doubt they're gonna do it this way with
Here you saw.
have Chitose and her meet up,
This is
and then Chitose say,
such a
Ichiban's
surprise.
mine now. Bitch. I so want it to happen. I don't think it will. But, oh my god, I want it to happen.
I see. So Kiryu-san's going through cancer.
Yeah, believe me, I was shocked when I heard the news too. But right now we're focused on finding ways to move through it together.
Got it. So that's why you're doing a bucket list.
Yeah. And with any luck, he's gonna check off everything on it. Sunhee and I are helping him as best we can.
Gosh, just hearing that is getting me all fired up.
I knew you were our go-to gal, Sachan. I wasn't sure if just the two of us could pull it off. Thought we might need an extra hand.
Aha! And that's where I come in?
You bet it is. I take it you'll join us?
As if I'd pass on that. Besides, you wouldn't stand a chance without me. So sit back and enjoy the ride, Kiryu-san. I'll get you wherever you need to go.
Would I be a burden
It sounded
on you?
oddly sexual.
Oh, please. That's
Anyone
the
else?
last thing you'd be. We've teamed up before, and we can do it again. Not to mention, your party could use a little feminine balance, no?
Huh. What a curious thing to say. Then, if we're so lacking in that department, I'd love to see what you bring to the table.
Fine by me. I was looking for a challenge anyway.
Come on, girl fight.
Hey, what's the deal with those two?
Shut up, just let this happen.
They're enjoying a little bonding time, is all.
Well, with that being said, I'm looking forward to tonight, Kiryu-san.
All right, we got Sachan on board. Now, as Kiryu-san himself requested, let's go do some karaoke on the double.
You know, I was a little surprised. I thought you might push harder for Kiryu-san to get treated, especially considering your background and all.
To be honest, I wish I could. But it's like talking to a brick wall. This is Kiryu-san, remember? You can't talk him into anything he doesn't want to do. But, Doctor said something that stuck with me. That a friend could change his mind down the road. So I figured I'd switch my approach. We'll have Kiryu-san try to enjoy every last moment to the fullest. Eventually he'll think, man, isn't it great to be alive? And after that,
He'll change his mind and want to live.
that's the plan.
This is a
I need to let Sachan in.
this is
on
an
it, too.
odd plan there,
We're all
Nanba,
this
but
fucking
hey man,
thing.
whatever works for you.
You'll help too, won't you? I'm not letting him go out without a fight.
Yeah, right there with you.
Hey, Nanchan. Is Ichiban doing okay?
Well,
What do you
sure
care
no
about
one
him,
has
you
to
heartless
reply.
bitch?
But for him, that's nothing unusual. Right, Kiryu-san?
Yeah. When I first bumped into him, he was running around in handcuffs.
Doesn't change at all, does he?
I take it that
That's why we all love him.
worried about him?
Not so much. I was just asking.
You
That's all.
heartless
Yeah.
bitch.
You say so.
I'm waiting for the moment that they explain to us that she looked at him when he said, "Will you marry me?" and gone, how about we just, date for a little bit like normal people? Instead of, just asking me to be. Like, I want to see how she turned him down. Like, did she just shoot him in the face? Or, how did it happen? I'm very curious. Oh, this fucking moment. This is great. Because I just realized who the bartender here is.
This is it, Kiryu-san.
And
our old Ichincho
I felt like
staple.
such a moron.
The name's a bit weird.
So I'm like, we never actually got an explanation for where the scar on this guy's
It's also
face
the
went
only
for.
karaoke bar
Like, he's
left.
got a story,
At least
doesn't
I
he?
like.
Hey, barkeep. Got a new customer for you. Our friend here's Taichi Suzuki.
But this moment of them looking at each other, Kiryu recognizing him doing that, and I'm like, holy shit! How did I not realize this?
Know each other?
That's his old captain from the Kazuma family.
Imagine
It's Kashiwagi.
someone else.
How did I not catch it? Granted,
In any case,
I never actually knew what
Survive's
happened to
glad to
him
have
because
you.
I think he supposedly died in Yakuza
You good?
4. It might have been
Actually,
3, but I'm pretty sure it was 4.
had a friend who looked just like
When I
him.
looked it up, he passed away in Yakuza
For a
4,
moment, I thought
allegedly,
he had come
and then
back.
shows up in this one. He's not here in The Man Who
apologies,
Erased His
sir.
Name, probably so they didn't have this
Hey,
moment, could do it in this
Don't
game.
beat yourself up over it.
But yeah, I
With a face
just
like mine,
did not connect the
This sort of
dots
thing
that this was
happens all the
Kashiwagi.
time.
You think those two are just acting?
It's hard for me to say.
Sounds like a simple mix-up to me. We came here to sing, right? Well, what are we waiting for?
Sure, help yourselves. Consider the place yours tonight. As a matter of fact, nothing would please me more. Thank you. Truly.
their cute little eye contact.
You know, I wasn't sure how things would end up in Hawaii, but at least Kiryu-san seems to be doing better over here. Sunny, Sachan, it's all thanks to you two.
No need to thank me, Nanchan. You know I'm happy to help.
And I'll do everything I can for him on my end. Call it a debt of gratitude if you want.
Right on. We all owe Kiryu-san a lot, especially those of us from Ijincho. But more than anything, if there's even a slight chance he'll make it, I personally want to see him get there.
And I'm glad you both are here. Because, to be honest, it's too much to bear on my own.
I'm no good at this.
Memories of you.
Twisting my view. Baka mitai.
Oh, Kiryu-san, that was great.
Yeah, top-notch stuff.
So the rumors are true. The Dragon of Dojima can carry a tune and then some.
Seems to me you guys weren't even listening.
Are you kidding? Of course we were.
Well, I guess I just have a voice nobody wants to hear anymore.
But we really were listening.
All right, who's up? The song's starting.
Now how'd that happen?
I love this
No
song.
one's taking it. I will.
And this is so dumb and I
Did that on
love it.
purpose.
We're starving dogs running the rail lines.
Well, he's clearly feeling it. I say we back him up. Give it all you got. Yeah!
We're breaking the law.
Breaking the world together.
Going out all 10. We're breaking the rules. No cause, no choice, no going back to how it was. No slowing down because
Was this the
we'll keep on
actual voice the voice actor for Kiryu in this game? Is he actually singing these? Like the whole cast, I'm pretty sure they sing their own karaoke songs. Which is a massive plus because they're really fun. Because it sounds like people singing karaoke.
I need to take this.
What Sleeping
All
Dogs
right, just don't be gone too
it had
long.
the same thing with the main character singing his karaoke songs, and they were really
Kiryu-san,
fun.
Was this a good idea or what? I'm having the time of my life.
Me too. Oh, bartender, can you fill us up?
Hey, it's me. What is it? This better be important. I told you I'm out on the town tonight. I know that. But what do you expect? This is Kiryu-san I'm with, my lifelong hero.
Sonny, what happened? You look pissed all of a sudden.
Do I? I'm sure it's just your imagination.
I take it you have business to attend to?
Wait, are you for real? What is more important than living it up with Kiryu-san?
Well, it was nothing urgent. That said, I did receive some rather troubling news.
Buzzkill or not, can you tell us?
The Seiryu clan's behaving oddly. They're recruiting, and their numbers are getting bigger by the day.
Huh? Wait, don't tell me that's what this is all about. You guys are the Komi-jewel here. See, Ebina, the clan captain, is cooking up something called the Second Great Dissolution. He's even rallying the former Tojo clan and all these other groups to take part.
That's right. Kasuga told me about that.
To build a safe haven for all the ex-Yakuza roaming about. Supposedly, that's his big objective. Those with nowhere to turn can swear up for a time, in exchange for stable work. The waste management they do down by the docks is one example. You could almost say it's an expansion of what Kasuga was doing with Hello Work.
What the heck? So you knew all along?
The thing is, some of those ex-Yakuza joining up with the Seiryu, they had already gotten their lives back together. And it's not just a handful. I'm talking by the 100.
What? Why would that happen? If they were able to find jobs and all, what would even make the Seiryu clan appealing?
Well, whatever's going on, I'm guessing Ebina's big plan is nothing more than a smokescreen for something else. And what his real goals are remain a mystery.
You really think that's accurate?
Honestly, I'm a little insulted. You're talking to the brain behind the Komi-jewel here.
Well, sure. Still, there could be some other factors at play. Maybe those Yakuza went clean only to realize the rat race was just as dirty above ground.
True. I can't account for details on every single situation out there. But it's the overall pattern of movement that concerns me. The Seiryu clan's also pulling their waste operation out of Yokohama, and they're pulling right into Hawaii.
Hawaii?
Yep. All their fresh recruits are packing their bags and heading overseas as we speak. You were there just recently, as I recall. Could this be a mere coincidence? Or maybe there's a deeper connection here.
What is it with that place? Why is everything going down there at once?
Does anyone in the Seiryu clan have some sort of Hawaiian affiliation?
Actually, think about why Kasuga's there in the first place.
Oh, that's right. It was Sawashiro. Not only was he former captain, he was Arakawa's right-hand man. What's more, he kept the secret that Akane-san's been alive all this time.
And now he's risen to the top of the Seiryu clan, right next to Ebina.
Then it looks like I've got something to add to that bucket list. Make Sawashiro tell us what he knows.
That's one way to use a bucket list.
Seiryu Clan HQ's not far from here, right?
It's not, but as of now, most of their officers are gone, including Sawashiro. They started a branch office about a week ago to accommodate all the new recruits. If you want to pay them a visit, I can take you over there tomorrow.
Yeah, that'd be good.
This guy's back. Helmet-wearing man.
Oh.
Forget his name was Hiro-san.
Hey there.
Hi.
Find some hiccups right now. Oh god.
Hi.
Really, he's doing the same thing that he wanted us to do in the last one. You run up, you find somebody out there who's being surrounded by people, and you fight the bullies away. It's what it is.
Ah.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Sajan, do you do events for Christmas and Halloween at your place?
Of course. Those are some of our most
Alright,
lucrative
guys.
nights.
That's
Even the
gonna
staff
about
likes
do
them
it
because they get to
for
cosplay.
this one. I'll let this
Wow,
play out
you get into it,
here as I
huh?
do my outro.
Yeah, I
I
guess
want to say, as
dressing
always,
up
thank you
like
so much for
Santa
watching, guys.
Claus
Social media in the
fun.
description. Like,
Back
comment,
at
subscribe, all that
Sunflower,
good
I'd
stuff.
have
I
to
will see
dress
you
up
all
as Santa
in the
for the
next
younger
one.
kids.
But until then,
Because that was kind of like
I'm out.
cosplay.
Oh, I would have loved to see you in a Santa outfit, Kiryu-san. Are there any photos?
I remember someone taking pictures, but they're long gone by now.
It's me. I've got an operation for you. Locate and procure.
Sunhee, please don't be calling a Komi Jewel agent.